and it is an angry face of no, stamping the feet, and all of these things. I was like, oh my God, are you telling me, mommy, no? But right there and then, there are times when, as my husband said, in regards to coping, there are times when I really go to God and I said, God, I pray for my husband, and I ask God to just give us the know-how to do it, because if not, we don't want to lose it here, because you'll hear coming for us. We don't want to lose it, but trust me, it takes grace, it takes patience, it takes guts to deal with some of these kids now.
Of course, it do a lot, and when time is not in abundance, because when we were in Ghana, I remember what happened, and I see that our little son, I see him jump, kick, shaking his head, but I was looking at me, I say, no man, I can't my boy this man, because you're in like a public space, right? And whether a mother or myself would actually talk to him, or maybe say, no, you can't get this, you can't do that. And this is the attitude that you're going to display, which sometimes the way how it just kick off, it's like it shock you. You understand? Because you say, no man, I can't my boy this man, I go on some man, because you know how you try to grow him. That's why sometimes I say to you that he's supposed to take no just as how he can get yes. Let them be like equal. Don't let him hear yes all the time, because he's going to feel like he must always hear yes. But when he get no, he know that okay, he will get used to it. You understand?
Yeah, that's true. Miss Williams said these children are lazy and want what is hidden from the wise and prudent, now revealed to the babe and suckling. So what was hidden from them? Then everything right now are revealed to them now, because you have social media, technology. So these kids, they are knowledgeable of everything, and some things, they are knowledgeable of everything. And you can be the best parent there is. You grow them up in the nurture and admonition, as Ephesians 6 said, but at the end of the day, they're the same one who depart. And there's a lot of things that comes with it that can allow them to depart.
True.
A lot of things.
True.
Peer pressure is out there.
A lot of things. They can just see something on their phone and they say, okay, maybe they want to be like this, they want to dress this way.
That's true.
So it's like them just see it and just get up and start say, okay, I want this type of clothes and stuff like that. I have seen like DJ GK admit it in the comments, like, and I wonder if, like there's a lot more persons that actually goes through stuff like that, but not really like say it out.
Mm-hmm. Sister JH, thank you for joining in. I asked Jesus to take the wheel and everything else.
Because it is just
Amen.
like it is just like I would have my let me say look my boy now, right? And him be a certain way, and I can't just like back then when time you get trouble and you have to pick one piece of shoe black tick and something man I whip you. You understand? Make you understand. For say, okay, mean what me say. But sometimes you talk till thy kingdom come. It's like it's less effective.
But what I observe with the kids, I believe it's the same attitude even in Jamaica, because I traveled to Jamaica, I think last year, March or so, and it's the same attitude as I was saying to myself. My mind is thinking far, but I'm just saying, is it the vaccine that causing them to behave this way? Because some of the same attitude that I see in the kids here in the UK, it's some of the same behavior demonstrating in them in Jamaica. The only difference is that when we went to Ghana, we saw a little bit of that as well, too, in the younger ones. But the other one, like the middle-aged ones, I realized that they are very mannerable. So, like our son age 4, there was this young boy, this about the same age, and it was the similar attitude So it's like attitude at its best, demonstrating to mommy, auntie, uncle, everybody. And guess what? It seems like they are the boss. So because over here, as I said, it's a thing where they say you can't hit your child and all of them stuff there. I think once the child grow up and understand that, because these kids are very smart as they have technology at an early age, so they will understand certain laws very early. I think some of these children, they abuse it and they sabotage their parent with it. So they know if mommy hit them, they can call the police.
And when you have a child and you cannot say, give them a chores to say, okay, go wash up the plate for me. Or if you can, if certain thing you can say, okay, do this for me. They would turn a blind eye and like left the plate them in the sink. So when you think that the plate them wash, a more plate man plate, you understand? And maybe when you try to deal with the situation now, it's like you must not say anything. Or if they actually do it, it's like they don't do it willingly. Or they do it with an attitude or stuff like that.
That is so true. That is so true.
So it's like, I feel like generation, so you can imagine this generation is like this and it's getting worse and worse. You can imagine generation after generation.
Oh my God, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. For those who are listening, if you want to call in, you can call the number 305-654-7944 and just share your views. So it's 305-654-7944. You can call in and just share your views. But this is what we are dealing with as parents, and it's not just one, it's not two. If everybody come out and share the testimony of how parenting is or what they have to do, you know, and everybody experience is different.
Especially persons that have 2, 3, 4. Oh my word. I have one. And sometimes I said, Martha.
And it's two of us.
Yeah.
So can you imagine some single mothers out there? That's why I said that I give it thumbs up to a woman who is raising all their children on their own without father, especially if the father is still alive and not present in their life. And I give it thumbs up to the father who is playing the role of, you know, a mother, and the mother is still alive. You know, if the mother is late, you know, that is totally different, you understand? But when you see a man stepping out and doing things and taking care of their daughter, their son, and without complaining, and they're doing it well, you have to give them the 100. You have to give them the rose. You have to give them the rose.
I agree with you 100%. And that is why it's so important when both parties is present in order to play his or her role, because it really helps with parenting. And persons must stand up. I would say man especially must stand up to, you know, the responsibility, because you can imagine it's like you're raising a child, both party. It's supposed to be like a balance, right? So one is not telling the child to say go and do that, and the other parent is telling that, okay, no, don't do it.
Yeah,
you understand? But both parents, you know, agree, know what is the best interest of raising the child. And so when he comes to you, no, when he comes to me and I say no, and he comes to you, you can also say no. But I say no, he come to you, say yes.
That's true. That's been contrary. Kadeen said, the attitude drive me through the roof. You have to tell them to do everything. And mine are 13 years apart, 15 and 2 years old. Wow, I can imagine, Kadeem. I can imagine.
And most times when you would say you have that age gap, you would say, okay, 13 years old, one can look over the 2 years old.
That's true. But no, but nowadays it is totally different. It is totally different.
And it left. How do you feel? Because, you know, as a parent, would you be confident enough, you know, like where your child is that level of I would say maturity, but that what they would do if you're comfortable to say, okay, you leave your younger one with your older one. Because the reality about it is just like in today's world, you have like children, they love their gadgets. So if I have, for example, a 13-year-old and a 2-year-old, and I know that the 2-year-old one is like is not focusing in like to take care of that person, the younger one. Like he would, the 13-year-old would be always on his or her phone. I'm going to feel scared as a parent, because I'm going to say that if the younger one is doing something, the older one is not attentive enough to say, okay, to protect him or her from danger.
That's true. Sister J8 said, and they choose to do it their own timing. Yes, man.
So as a Jamaican parents, I know that most times you have your different way of how you react, when you're angry. Just like I would say, my mother would say, "Oi, oi," and I just said, "Oh, Jesus have mercy," you see me dying trial. You understand? Like, I don't know what are some of the ways that parents
they respond. The thing about it is that growing up, I grew up like as a little tomboy in the early part, because I normally hang around anything the boys them do. I used to do climb tree, play cricket, play marble, all of them stuff. The amount of scar on my body I can't count. Me stop count. Under the grace of God, make that whole show right now. But I grew up rough. Cutting the yard, and all of these things. So I am always that one that loves to do the dirty work, and stuff like that. When mommy have the pigs them out there, me go out there and me clean the pig pen them, and if the pen falling down, me get the hammer with mommy and I will help to fix the pig pen and them stuff. They clean out the full cob. Them hardcore stuff and stuff like that. So when it come on to like being rude, the only thing we used to do, I come out of the yard and go over my friend them and tea for the pot. And when me save me local money and like buy the local chicken back, me and my friend them go cookie under the mango tree. That's how I do. Take my mommy pot. And then when he me say, Karen! That loud shout.
Yes. Echo.
Master, when me hear that the echo, me know so the party missing now. But I would say that, I was saying to you the other day that we can't relive our childhood days, but I think it's something that we all should cherish, because
of course,
them days they now come back.
Will never come back.
And these children will not want to live our childhood life because they will say it's boring.
Yeah, that's socialized, physical.
They don't have that physical connection with their friends, their peer anymore, because technology take over. No football, no sightings, no baseball, no stocky pulley, no Chinese skip, no skipping rope, no hopscotch.
Talking about all this now, trust me, I've seen similar things like this back in Africa,
in Ghana,
because technological they are kind of a little bit behind. Hi Nikki Boo. No, I've seen Kadina's confirm and said that she's always on her phone, so I don't allow her to watch a baby. because safety is a main priority. And Sister J8 once I call the full name, she gets it. Of course, when I hear your full name calling, I mean, say,
yes, man. Yes, man. Me have to come. Right now. We have right now. I think that there's a lot of things other than peer pressure. To me, I think technology, social media, as me think say it lick peer pressure for 6. You know why? I believe that the influence now that is on social media surpass peer pressure. Because even though it's individuals, there's so much things on social media right now. Right now, you find kids right now dress up like Batman, and they want to go all the way, everywhere they want to go in a Batman clothes. Because of what influenced them on social media. And what a lot of people don't understand, that spirit do transfer. Yes, man.